So then I showed up for June for my trial for the appeal. I put an appeal in, and I was surprised. Who showed up? Richard Scott. Who's Richard Scott? Richard Scott is a lawyer for McINNES Cooper, and he was a lawyer that was he showed up the last two sessions I had in court to appeal it in front of the superior. What's his name? What's his name again? What's his name? Appeal judge Richard. Was it Mark Richard? So I showed up. Was that Greg? Oh, so I showed up over there. This guy shows up, this Richard Scott. I shook his hand. I said, nice guy, 60s, nice to meet you, and all that. And no problem. And next thing you know, when I showed up at the registered office to appeal, with my papers to appeal, he showed up, and boy was he ever mad. He was disgusted, and it was amazing how the woman there never took my appeal and said, okay, Charles, thank you. Something was going on between the Justice Department and the law firm of McINNES Cooper. He showed up and he was so angry that I would have the balls to appeal this case that I never spoke, and it was a scandal. It's a scandal. It's going to get worse next week, but stay tuned. I look at him and he started hollering at me, this is disgusting, and he was flipping out. So me, I'm surprised I never grabbed him by the necktie. I look at him and I said, listen, when I shook your hand there, I'm taking that back. He looks at me and goes, I don't care. And he went into this lawyer's room and I want this. He started talking lawyer talk. You don't understand lawyer talk. Who can understand lawyer talk? I don't, which I will not Tuesday. But anyway, focus, Charles. He was flipping out, and at the end, I want this, I want that. The staff at the registered office told him, get out of here, get out of here. Every time I showed up there, he would show up all upset. Now, I didn't put my appeal. He was invasion of my privacy. But anyway, that's okay. He's a lawyer. He could do whatever he wants. I put a complaint to the judge about his behavior and what happened. The judge sent me an email, a letter, and said, well, it's a damn shame. Next time, we'll try to do better. Well, it was too late for me, right? But something happened after that. Rob Costello, the police officer that accused me of exploiting children for sex, was shot dead in the north side, which we don't wish no harm on nobody. Then a couple of weeks later, Richard Scott, the elitist, took a stroke and died at the age of 65. So the two main opponents of me that want to do me harm, they're both dead. So what do you do here? I was confused. I let everything, you know, just... What can you do? The next thing you know, McINNES Cooper shows up with a big pamphlet that they want me in court. Go to Google, write Charles LeBlanc. My blog, look at the video on top of the blog. You'll see a 17-minute video that I show up with the camera at McINNES Cooper. So, we'll go to another part here in 1 second.